Most immigrants arrive in the US with one thing in common: they have no credit score. Zero. Nothing. It doesn't matter if you had money in your home country or if you were responsible with payments elsewhere. In the eyes of the American financial system, you're invisible. And being invisible in this country isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Without a credit score, you can't rent an apartment easily. You'll get denied for basic credit cards. You'll be forced to accept bad loan terms, pay more for car insurance, and even struggle to get a job. So if you're new to the US, or you've been here for a while and still don't understand how credit works, this video is your wake-up call. Because in America, credit is not optional, it's essential. But don't panic. Even if you're starting from zero, you can go from invisible to unstoppable in less than 12 months. I'm going to show you exactly how, step by step. Most immigrants arrive in the US with one thing in common: they have no credit score. Zero. Nothing. It doesn't matter if you had money in your home country or if you were responsible with payments elsewhere. In the eyes of the American financial system, you're invisible. And being invisible in this country isn't just inconvenient, it's dangerous. Without a credit score, you can't rent an apartment easily. You'll get denied for basic credit cards. You'll be forced to accept bad loan terms, pay more for car insurance, and even struggle to get a job. So if you're new to the US, or you've been here for a while and still don't understand how credit works, this video is your wake-up call. Because in America, credit is not optional, it's essential. But don't panic. Even if you're starting from zero, you can go from invisible to unstoppable in less than 12 months. I'm going to show you exactly how, step by step. Here's the good news: building credit is not about how much money you have. It's about how smart you are with what you've got. The very first thing you should do is apply for a secured credit card. This means you put down a deposit of usually $200, $500, and that becomes your credit limit. You use the card like a normal credit card, and if you pay on time each month, the bank reports that to the credit bureau. After 6 months, you could already have a credit score over 650. Don't fall for prepaid cards, they don't report to credit bureaus. And don't apply for too many cards at once. 1 or 2 secured cards are enough to start. Also, make sure the card you choose reports to all 3 bureaus, not just one. Because you want to build a complete credit profile, not just a piece of it. Now let's talk strategy. Once you have that secured card, use it for small, regular purchases, groceries, gas, your phone bill. Then, pay the balance in full before the due date. Why? Because one of the biggest factors in your credit score is your payment history. Even one late payment can drop your score by 100 points or more. Another key factor is your credit utilization, the percentage of your limit that you're using. Never go over 30%. If your limit is $300, don't spend more than $90. Want to really boost your score fast? Keep it under 10%. This shows lenders that you're responsible and not desperate for credit. After 3 to 6 months of perfect usage, you'll likely qualify for a better card, a regular unsecured card with higher limits and better rewards. There's also a little-known secret that can help you build credit faster: become an authorized user on someone else's credit card. If you have a trusted family member or close friend with a good credit history, they can add you to their account. You don't even need to use the card, they don't need to give it to you. As long as the account is in good standing, their history will appear on your credit report. That means if they've had the card for 5 years, your credit file now looks 5 years older too. It's a legal shortcut that can boost your score by 50 to 100 points in a matter of weeks. Just make sure the primary user is responsible, because if they miss payments or max out the card, it'll hurt your score too. So what happens after you've got a few cards? Your score is going up, and you've avoided mistakes. That's when you level up. Now you can apply for credit builder loans, small installment loans offered by some credit unions and fintech apps. They hold the money in a savings account while you make monthly payments, and at the end, you get the cash back. But more importantly, they report those payments to the credit bureaus, which adds diversity to your profile. You now have revolving credit, cards, and installment credit, loans. That's a powerful combo. From there, your score can easily climb into the 700s. And that's when everything changes. You can qualify for the best credit cards, the lowest interest rates, and even mortgages, yes, even with an ITIN. For most immigrants, the credit system feels like a silent predator. And the sad truth is, many get trapped before they even realize it. I've seen friends accept store cards with insane interest rates just because someone said, it helps build credit. They didn't read the fine print. They didn't know about the 28% APR or hidden fees. Others got lured into subprime loans with cars worth less than what they owed. Why? Because they were desperate. And that's the biggest danger, the system smells desperation and offers you the worst deals possible. But when you understand your worth, when you build your profile the right way, the power flips. You don't chase banks. They chase you. So, here's what you should never do. Never say yes to a credit offer you don't fully understand. Never carry balances just to show activity. Never co-sign for someone else, especially if you're still building your own profile. And most importantly, never forget, your credit score is your financial passport in this country. Protect it like your life depends on it, because it might. Let's talk about fear. The fear of rejection. The fear of debt. The fear of losing control. That fear is what banks count on. They know you want approval. They know you're afraid to say no. So they use that fear to push credit cards with fees, loans with bad terms, and debt traps that last for years. But here's the truth, you're more valuable than they want you to believe. When you have even a 680 credit score, you're a valuable customer. At 700 plus, you're premium. So flip the script. Don't approach banks like you're begging. Walk in like a business partner. When I started thinking of myself as a valuable financial entity, everything changed. I negotiated better offers. I declined products that didn't make sense for me. I made them work for me, not the other way around. Confidence comes from information. And the more you know, the less fear controls you. This isn't just about numbers. It's about mindset. Build your confidence with every payment. Grow your power with every approval. This is how financial freedom begins. If you want to stop surviving and start thriving, you need habits that build wealth, not just credit. And it starts with how you treat your credit cards. First, treat every card like a debit card. If you can't afford to pay it off this month, don't swipe it. Period. That one habit alone will save you from thousands in interest over the years. Second, track every payment and statement date. I use Google Calendar alerts and a spreadsheet to track when payments post, when my statement closes, and when to pay early. Why? Because if you pay before the statement closes, your credit report shows a low balance, which boosts your score. Third, rotate usage across cards. Don't just let your oldest card sit unused. Use it once every 3 months for a small purchase, Netflix, Spotify, gas, and pay it off. That keeps it active and growing. These small habits compound. They don't just boost your score, they increase your total limits, protect your payment history, and turn you into the kind of customer banks fight. 4. Hitting a 700 plus credit score feels like crossing the finish line, but it's not the end. It's the beginning of leverage. At this level, you can now access 0% APR offers, premium rewards cards, and even business credit. But here's what most people do wrong, they start spending more. They treat high limits like extra money. That's the trap. A $15,000 limit is not $15,000 for shopping. It's $15,000 of credibility. Use it to improve your utilization rate, not your spending. Here's what you should do instead: apply for one high-value travel or cashback card with a good bonus. You've earned it. Then, consider applying for a business credit card, even as a sole proprietor. Use your SSN or ITIN and your growing credit profile. This opens the door to thousands in business funding, often with better terms. Finally, start monitoring your credit monthly using free apps like Credit Karma or paid services like MyFico. Now that you've built the castle, it's time to guard it. Here's something no one tells you: immigrants actually have an edge when it comes to credit. Why? Because most of us come from struggle. We know how to live with discipline. We don't grow up relying on credit cards. We've lived through cash-only systems, family pressure, starting from zero. That experience makes us dangerous, in a good way. Once we learn the rules, we play with a level of focus most people don't. We're used to working hard. We don't take opportunities for granted. That's why, in my case, I built 10 years' worth of trust in 6 months. Not because I had money, but because I had a plan. And that's what I want for you. The system isn't rigged against you, it's just coded in a language you weren't taught yet. But now you're learning. You're becoming fluent. And once you master it, there's no stopping you. Remember, your background is not your limitation. It's your advantage. Use it. Win with it. And help someone else when you do. Now, let's talk about what you can do if you've already damaged your credit. Maybe you've missed payments, defaulted on a loan, or maxed out a few cards. First of all, don't panic. Credit damage is not a life sentence, especially not in the US, where credit systems are built for recovery if you take consistent steps. One of the most powerful tools you can use is a secured credit card. It works like a regular credit card, but you must deposit money up front. This deposit becomes your limit, and using it responsibly helps you rebuild credit. Pay it off in full. Every month. Don't carry a balance. And most importantly, never be late. Over time, even a secured card can help your score bounce back significantly. Another option that works well is becoming an authorized user on someone else's credit card account. If that person has good credit and a long history of on-time payments, you can piggyback off their record. You don't even need to use the card, just being added can boost your score. This is especially helpful for spouses, family members, or even close friends who are willing to help you out. But remember, they need to trust that you won't abuse the privilege. You're borrowing their credit history, so don't burn that bridge. Let's talk about collections. If a debt has gone to collections, you're not doomed. In fact, many people make the mistake of ignoring collections, thinking it's too late. But here's the trick: negotiate. You can contact the collection agency and offer a pay-for-delete agreement, where you pay the debt in exchange for them removing it from your credit report. Not all agencies agree, but many do if you're polite, persistent, and strategic. Also, make sure to get everything in writing. Don't just send money without written confirmation. This one step can wipe years of damage from your file. There's also something called a credit builder loan, offered by many community banks and credit unions. It's not like a normal loan, you don't receive the money up front. Instead, you make payments into a locked account, and once it's paid off, you receive the funds. Meanwhile, those payments are reported to the credit bureaus, boosting your score along the way. It's a safe, structured way to prove you're creditworthy without taking on risky debt. Plus, it shows lenders that you're committed to rebuilding, which can open doors to better financial products in the future. If this video helped you, brought you clarity, or opened your mind to what's possible here in the US, then hit that subscribe button now, turn on the notification bell, and share this content with someone who needs it too. Because when you grow, you inspire others to grow as well. This is your place. Here, you learn how to build credit with intelligence, confidence, and, most importantly, dignity. Your past doesn't define you. But what you do with this knowledge from now on, that defines your future. We'll see you in the next video. Finally, remember this: no one is born knowing how the US credit system works. But the good news is, you don't have to figure it out alone. Here on the From Zero to Credit channel, our mission is to guide you step by step, with clarity, strategy, and deep respect for your journey. Every video we publish is designed to be a real roadmap, not a fake shortcut, to help immigrants like you understand the credit game, play it smart, and achieve real financial freedom. But just as important as learning from this content is acting responsibly. Whenever possible, speak with a licensed financial expert or advisor who understands your specific situation. Our videos are meant to educate and empower you, but every case is unique, and financial decisions should be made with care and clarity. If this video helped you, brought you clarity, or opened your mind to what's possible here in the US, then hit that subscribe button now, turn on the notification bell, and share this content with someone who needs it too. Because when you grow, you inspire others to grow as well. This is your place. Here, you learn how to build credit with intelligence, confidence, and, most importantly, dignity. Your past doesn't define you. But what you do with this knowledge, from now on, that defines your future. We'll see you in the next video.